Welcome back to another episode of Say What Needs to Be Said. I'm your host, Asante, Mr. Pick Six Sam. Yeah, you know who I am. Two-time Super Bowl champion, Pro Bowler, All-Pro, record-breaking cornerback, and 50 interceptions in 10 seasons. And I got my co-host with me, 2-3, Drees in the building. Philly, stand up. Let me know where y'all tapping in from. Philly in the building, man. You know how we do, man. North side, right? You from the north side.
Yeah, North Philly, for sure. Make sure you mention that, yeah.
Make sure you know them gangsters in Philly, man. Gangsters in Philly, man. Hey, Philly a good place, man. I love Philly. Philly did me really well. Me and my family real well, man. We love Philly, man. So, shout out to Marcus Batley in the building, man. Shout out to Marcus Batley in the building, man. You know we got a few things to cover, man. We're going to talk about Jaire Alexander. Gonna get into the Coach Prime Shedeur situation. The haters are out in full force, man, and we have to redirect them and make sure they pivot because we ain't here to have none of that foolishness going on. And we're gonna talk about turning down $8 million in college. How is that possible? Who in their right mind would advise someone to do that? So Thursday night vibes, man. We having fun and we bringing that energy, man, and let everybody know. Tap in. Like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications, man, because they trying to hold us back, man. And hey, I want to get all a little off topic real quick, and I want to talk about the Jaire and Fat Joe podcast. And man, you see, man, we under attack, man. Us black men, powerful, prominent black men in this world, they trying to take us all down. Now, some of us are guilty, some of us not guilty. But all I'm here to say is, I seen that little Boost Mobile sign up on the thing on the screen, and I don't know much longer we're gonna see it. But hey, we here to collect all these doggone sponsors. Let Boost Mobile know, man. We ready, man. We ready to put this thing in the corner, and we ready to have a good time. How you feeling today?
Where they at? Man, I'm feeling good, man. It's Juneteenth, man. You talk about the black family. We family out here, man. We got making it work, make it do what it do. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But let's hop right on in this thing, man. Jaire Alexander signs with the Baltimore Ravens. Wow, did anybody expect that? I didn't even know him and Lamar Jackson was roommates, man. But that is surprising. That was surprising to me. That's a blessing to be able to play with your roommate on the next level. But is this an upgrade or is it a waste of time? Because in the previous show, I said Jaire Alexander should have worked it out with the Packers because he would have had a hard time receiving a better deal being a free agent at this point during the season than signing back with the Packers. So if he would have worked things out with the Packers, he would have got compensated a little bit better than hitting free agency at this time of the year, man. Jaire Alexander was scheduled to make $17 million this season with the Packers, but they asked him to take a pay cut, and he refused, like a lot of us hard-headed people do. He refused to take a pay cut, and now his base salary is $4 million with the opportunity to gain or to earn another $2 million more in incentives, right? So it's so hard, man, for players to willingly take a pay cut because we feel like we deserve that money and we earned that money on that contract. And we really want it. We budgeted out for that money. But can Jahir make an impact on the Ravens defense? Ravens fans, talk to me. Can he make an impact? Can he have an impact? Because I'm here to tell y'all. Don't get all excited. Don't get all excited about this move. Do not get excited about this move.
Oh, man.
Thinking that this is going to get Lamar Jackson to the Super Bowl. It has no bearings of Lamar Jackson making it to the Super Bowl. Jaire Alexander will not be a factor whether the Ravens make it to the Super Bowl or not. The Ravens already have enough talent to win the Super Bowl. Now they just have to go out there and execute. Jaire Alexander is going to help stop Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, man.
But the Ravens did need some help, man, in the secondary. Hey, man, let me know how you feel about Jaire Alexander 2-3 Drees, man. What do you think?
Listen,
is this an upgrade or is this a waste of time?
Yes, it's an upgrade. last year, the Baltimore Ravens is one of the worst in the secondary. I mean, that's one of their weaknesses, the biggest weaknesses. I ain't gonna say one, it was the biggest weaknesses. And now they add another solid piece. He got to show up, he got to play because he missed a lot of games. I mean, we all know that. But listen, I feel like he felt like Jaire Alexander felt like he had a better chance of making it to the Super Bowl with the Ravens than he did with Green Bay. And sometimes you gotta take that little pay cut.
That is possible. That is.
And then just say it's 1 year contract. Say he ball out, make the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? He do what he's supposed to do.
Saying if he makes the Super Bowl. My question is, it's direct. My question is this a waste of time or is this an upgrade? Is he going to have an impact on his defense? We can't just be saying 1 year contract and he's going to make it to the Super Bowl. Is he going to help Lamar Jackson make it to the Super Bowl?
I think he got a better chance with the Ravens than Green Bay.
Yeah, he has a better chance, but is he going to help him
personally?
Can he contribute? But you did say the secondary. This is the upgrade because the secondary was trash last year. But they need a difference maker back there. They need a difference maker in the secondary. Although Marlon Humphrey had a good year, right? Marlon Humphrey, I think he ended the season with like 7 or 8 interceptions. He had his best season of his career. Now, I don't know if that can happen again, if he will be in all the right places to make those plays again like he did this past season. You know, his timing was impeccable, being in the right place at the right time. You know me, I like for players to go out there and create plays and go get those perfect passes and those perfect balls. But at the end of the day, it's just a name. It's just another name. Okay. You picking someone that has a name that was in his prime 2-3 years ago, had his best season 2-3 years ago, hasn't played in a while, and now you're expecting him to come and help this secondary out who's been completely trashed, and the secondary has been the reason that the Baltimore Ravens can't continue to advance further in the playoffs. They have to stop Patrick Mahomes. You got to go get players out in the draft and players in their prime. You can't wait for players in their 7th, 8th year that's became a veteran. You know, they know all the tricks and the trades of the game, and they're not as hungry as they wanted to. I would have rather them go get Jalen Ramsey than Jaire Alexander. That's just my opinion. Jalen Ramsey, put him at safety along with Kyle Hamilton, got Marlon Humphrey at the corner, and we'll figure the other corner spot out. You know what I mean? That's enough playmakers back there, in my opinion. You know,
man, I feel like they got a deal, man. I feel like they got a deal for 11 and a half less than what he was supposed to play for this year. I feel like they got a deal.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the Baltimore Ravens got a deal on paper, but how productive he will be and will he perform at a high level? That's a whole nother story. And then don't sleep on Green Bay Packers. Don't act like the Green Bay Packers won't be in the contentions for running for the Super Bowl and competing against the Lions and the Vikings and things like that. They're going to be very competitive. So you can't just assume that the Ravens is going to make it farther than the Green Bay Packers. He should have stayed with the Green Bay Packers, took the pay cut. He probably would have made a little bit more than $10 million. Now you entered free agency at the worst possible time that players can enter free agency, closer to training camp. The rosters are full, and now you have to take a measly $4 million. Not measly, but in football terms, the market and things like that. It has to take a measly $4 million, and hopefully he can earn another $2 million in incentives. And not only that, is he even going to be the starter for the Ravens? That'll let you know right there. You know what I mean? But that's Lamar Jackson call, man. He called on his partner, his roommate, and maybe Lamar Jackson can motivate him and help and you know, get the motivation you need out of that player. But we'll see, man. Jahir Alexander to the Ravens. It's official. Jalen Ramsey's up next, and we're waiting to see, man. Shout out to the chat. Ain't no manual in the building. Shout out to the chat. Let me know where y'all checking in from. Y'all talk to me. We talk back, man. We talk back. Man, Shedeur Sanders, the Sanders family, Coach Prime. Jeez, let me sip some water. Y'all know, man. We have
y'all see I'm repping them tonight too, man. This the Colorado days. I'm definitely repping them tonight.
They can't be hating on the young player, the young legendary, Shedeur Sanders. You know what I mean? But we're gonna get into this the shenanigans that was exposed today. It happened a couple of days ago, but it was exposed today. Now everyone wants to make a big deal about it, but it's like, here we go again. Here we go again, right? And Shedeur Sanders, man, he is under attack. And the latest is the speeding ticket. But before the speeding ticket, I ran across some clips where they was talking about Shedeur Sanders may not understand the verbiage, and that's the only thing that may be holding him back from getting first team reps. When I say Shedeur Sanders is under attack, he is under attack. And I'm telling you, I can't make this up. They say he's not getting first string reps because he doesn't understand the terminology and the verbiage. I never heard so much nonsense about a player that hasn't even made it to a preseason game yet. As intelligent as Shedeur Sanders is, you mean to tell me people are not trying to attack his intelligence about football, his football IQ? How crazy is this, man? And I realized just because you played the game, that doesn't mean you necessarily understand the game. You might be a great athlete, but that doesn't mean you understand the X's and O's and how to evaluate players and talent. And I think the Browns and Shedeur Sanders and the coaching staff, the whole organization, they might need Jimmy Haslam, the owner of the Browns, to step in and take over the evaluation process for these quarterbacks, man, just in case, to make sure everything is going fine and proper and fair. Check this out, y'all. Check this foolishness out.
To me, is the only reason why he ain't getting first team reps. Because, like I said, when you turn the tape on, it's clear as day. Anybody that see it is clear as day from him throwing the ball. But if it is, the only thing that could possibly be holding him back would be the playbook and how he's able to process the playbook. I wouldn't necessarily say on the field he's slow processing, because as you can see, whether he know everything or not, he still is going to the right spot with the football. And everybody is saying, well, this is a guy that's not even taking check downs. He's throwing 20 yards down the field on a dig route. So it's not the processing of all of that. When the ball is snapped, when he on the field, he understands everything. Now, the verbiage and the terminology, I give you that. That could be the thing. If you go all the way back to what the Giants was talking about, that was the issue in the big Giants meeting, is that he didn't know the terminology and the verbiage that they were using. I told you when I came out, I had that exact same problem. I didn't say it the same way. My college said it a certain way. The NFL said it a different way. And I was confused of the two because I'm so used to saying it my way. So for him, that's a learning curve. The more he's around it, the more he does it, the more he says it, obviously he's going to pick up on it. But still, even with all that said, I still think he still deserved the rep with the ones.
You want to go first, Drees, brother?
Man, listen, I feel like when you see the clips of the practice and everything, and you see like him going through progressions and everything, he's making the right play. Just because he's not understanding the verbiage before training camp even starts, we didn't even get into training camp yet. I mean, we still got some time to learn. Like, you put all this pressure on him before it's even time to learn, and he's got plenty of time to learn the verbiage. That's how I feel, man. You're gonna have 1,000 meetings. You're gonna have 1,000 meetings. You're gonna have 1,000 practices before even the first preseason game even starts. Then you got the whole preseason to learn all the terminology and things like that, because every coordinator got a different let's be real. Every coordinator got different terminology. Like, you gotta,
so let me it's like we said, like, bro, the terminology and the verbiage. This is what this is boiling down to now. Like, this is why I say Shedeur Sanders is on attack. I mean, this has got to be the weirdest takes people are having about Shedeur Sanders, man. And this one is so stupid, man, to let this come out of his mouth. Whoever this guy is, no disrespect, I didn't learn who he is, but whoever he is, man, this sounds so crazy. Learning the terminology and the verbiage is something that is taught to be understood from whatever team you get drafted on or play on. Every team doesn't use the same language for play calls or recognizing the defense or offensive formation. Everybody terminology and verbiage isn't the same. For example, one team may call 2-man and another team may call or may say cover 5 or man underneath, which is basically you have the safeties over the top protecting you from any deep routes for the defensive backs. So it could be 2-man, man underneath, or cover 5. Different terminology, different verbiage, right? Simple as that. On offense, a coach may call a route a dig route. Another team may call it a square in or a drag route. But you learn these things when you get to your team. There are so many different examples I could use to understand, to make my point. But to say this man doesn't understand the terminology and the verbiage, then in the same sentence to come out there and say he's making all the great plays and once he gets on the field, he's executing properly, then obviously he understands what he needs to be doing. Just because he doesn't say pro set and the coach says pro set and he may say pro right or something, that doesn't mean nothing, man. It's like people are using Shedeur Sanders' name for likes, views, to monetize and things like that. But it's like, come on, you have to give him a fair chance. It's crazy, man. And like I said, Shedeur is processing everything on the field. He's executing the plays. So that means the verbiage and the terminology isn't holding him back. People don't even realize the insults they be spewing out here, man. Trying to act like they know what they talking about, or even trying to act like they're talking good about Shedeur Sanders, right? Shedeur's out there making some exciting plays and some exciting throws. I don't know what else to say, man. It's like these people will not let up. They will not let up. And as far as they go talking about the Giants, right? They're trying to say, what did the guy say? Just like the New York Giants situation, he went under there, he didn't understand the verbiage and the terminology. No, that wasn't the case, man. They was talking about he wasn't prepared for whatever situation that, he had to deal with. He was unprepared. So it's like people they're reaching left and right, trying to find a way to discredit Shedeur Sanders. And I have never seen, since I've been a part of NFL, watching NFL, covered the NFL, a 5th-round quarterback be antagonized like this on a daily basis. It's just wild to me, man. It's just wild to me. I'm going to get to you, LaRocket Richard. I hear you over there talking, LaRocket Richard. I'm about to fire your ass up in a minute, homeboy. Don't worry. You loud, dumb, and stupid yourself. Partner, you don't know what you're talking about. You probably ain't never played football, don't know what football look like. Yes, Shedeur Sanders is him. Just because you got beef with them or don't like Coach Prime, that's your fault, partner. You need to go check yourself in the mirror. You need to go look at yourself, evaluate your family and your father, and see what they did for you and your family. You understand what I'm saying? That's how you evaluate that. When you want to attack people that's doing good things, especially black men, yeah, that's how that go, homeboy. And I ain't gonna block you. I'm gonna let you sit right here and I'm gonna fire your ass up. So keep it coming, homie. You getting cut. Homie. I bet you 1,000. Bet that 1,000. I bet he don't get cut. Quarterbacks don't get cut in the NFL when they just first get drafted. He may go he may be put on the practice squad or something like that, but that's not like we're talking about getting cut. That's still an opportunity to get better. He will not get cut his first season in the NFL as a Cleveland Brown. You could bet that. You know what I mean?
Man, just think about it though.
Huh?
Let's think about it though. Would you rather have a quarterback on the field making the right plays, or have a quarterback that's like understanding what's going on but making the wrong plays? Like, what would you rather have?
That's why I say people reaching, they don't even understand what they're saying. It's like Shedeur Sanders' name. Oh, some trouble. Let me hurry up and go say something. Let me figure out some negativity to spill about this young man. They don't even understand what are they saying. You know how many NFL players, NBA players, athletes all around get in so much trouble. They get in trouble left and right. You never even hear about it. You understand what I'm saying? You never even hear about it. So teams are used to players getting in trouble and having to deal with that. Like for Philadelphia Eagles, everybody talk about Dom. Dom is, he's the fixer. When you got a problem, you call Dom. You understand? Yes, we're supposed to be privileged people, you know, because we have to make it to the game and we have to play this game so everyone can watch and be happy and sell tickets and get the views and so on and so forth. If we get in trouble, if all of us get in trouble and can't make it to the game, then now you need the B stringers, the C stringers, and the D stringers out there playing. Y'all wouldn't be excited to watch those games. You probably wouldn't even show up. But as far as Shedeur Sanders go, man, with these first team reps, understand Shedeur Sanders is a 5th round pick. There's a quarterback that was drafted before him. You can't just skip the line. If they put Shedeur Sanders and give him first team reps in front of the third round quarterback, Dylan Gabriel, that will look totally idiotic and stupid from the Cleveland Browns. That means the scouting department, the general manager, whoever was responsible for this draft, they need to be reprimanded bad because obviously they are clueless about doing their job. If they have to put Shedeur Sanders as the starting quarterback, getting #1 reps right now, and it's only in minicamp and OTAs. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So for people out here to continue to try to use Shedeur name and say he's not getting first team reps because of this and that and all this other stuff, it's making no sense. Just say he's a 5th round pick. He's waiting his turn. And when his turn comes, he will be there to execute. It's as simple as that. Dylan Gabriel is a 3rd round pick. Dylan Gabriel will have the first chance, the first opportunity to show what he can do. It's up to Dylan Gabriel to lose. You understand? That's just how it goes. You know, they got me crunk on this thing. You know,
man, I see it, man.
Yeah, I'm getting poetic on this mother sucker. Yeah, you want to talk that crap? You know, I love the kids, I love people, and I love when I see good-hearted people and good, wholesome, authentic people. You can say whatever you want to say about Shedeur. That is a good young man with a good old soul, you know. Yes, he may have made some mistakes, like he said. He just admitted that today at the baseball game. He made mistakes like we all do. You live, you learn, and you grow. God dog it. You see what I'm saying? That's how I go. And watch that young man continue to grow, continue to descend. Is it descend or whatever I'm trying to say? He gonna continue to take off, God dog it. So y'all, hey.
For sure.
Yeah, man.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see so they can shut everybody up. I can't wait to see him on the field and shut everybody up because they just coming out the woodworks for anything. They making a big deal out of speeding tickets. They got nothing to do on the field, but they trying to pull up the speeding tickets.
we get to the speeding tickets. That's next. We still have to talk about these fools trying to talk about verbiage and terminology, all this foolishness. That's the first thing you do when you get to the NFL and training camp. They give you a playbook with terms and terminology and verbiage so you can understand. Orange may mean for defense, it may mean man-to-man. Blue may mean zone. There's all different type of verbiage and terminology. You understand? And it's like, where's that, man? And it's like training camp. Let's wait for training camp to begin.
It didn't even happen yet.
Right.
It didn't even come yet.
Made it to training camp, and people are saying whether Shedeur Sanders is a 5th round, a 5th stringer, 4th stringer. Is he going to make the team? It's like, let training camp come. And when training camp comes and training camp starts and he doesn't get any first team reps, yes, then that's something we need to talk about and be worried about. But just imagine if Shedeur Sanders was taking reps in front of Dylan Gabriel right off the bat. How would y'all feel? How would everyone feel? It would... The freaking media will be up in smoke, right?
For sure. And these GMs got pride too. They ain't gonna be like, listen, they ain't gonna just jump people in front of people. You gotta show something, like
right.
You know why? GMs got pride. Like, I picked them first, so he gotta go first.
Right. You know why? Because Every player that's drafted, there is somebody that is directly responsible for that person. You see what I'm saying? So it's like if me and you coached on the same team, you got a player that you love, I got a player that I love. And I might say Dylan Gabriel's my guy. You might say Shedeur Sanders your guy. I get Dylan Gabriel. Boom, they draft him. Now everyone's looking at me for him to perform. And when he doesn't perform, everyone is looking at me like this guy wasn't it. So somebody is responsible for Dylan Gabriel right now. They are trying their best to protect him. They want Dylan Gabriel to be the starter. They're pushing for him left and right. You see, and that's how it works. But at the end of the day, man, it sounds like the Browns are preparing to keep 4 quarterbacks on the roster, at least until the trade deadline during the season. And that's a good idea. That's a good idea. And one of these quarterbacks may be traded, by the deadline, because 4 quarterbacks on the roster, that's a lot of quarterbacks. That's a lot of players at one position. Is specifically the quarterback position.
Who the 4? Who the 4?
They got 5 right now.
Yeah, I know they got 5. So who the 4?
Well, I think Deshaun Watson probably will start off on PUP or something like that. Okay. The injured reserve list. And I only think they're going to hold all these quarterbacks on the roster to, one, if the Brown season isn't going so well, they can start the rookies, give them reps and see if they can be the starters for the team, and B, by the time the trade deadline comes and the team isn't doing so good, now we can trade one of these quarterbacks to get more draft picks or make our team better. So it's still a game. It's still a game of checkers, chess, whatever you want to call it. And, at the end of the day, 4 quarterbacks and unsure of who's going to be the starting quarterback, I like Shedeur Sanders to eventually win that. And we're going to continue to say that, continue to see how this narrative works, but see how this narrative turns out to be. But I don't think there's anyone on that team more athletic at the quarterback position. Yes, someone or other players may do other things have other attributes that's better, but as far as just pure skill, throwing the ball and being a quarterback and a dog, Shedeur Sanders is him. What you got?
And sell tickets. Add that in there.
That's very important. I didn't want to use that. Everywhere Shedeur Sanders go, he's signing jerseys, signing cards. They're stopping him left and right. And guess what? He's accepting it well. He's not having an attitude. He's not acting arrogant. He's not acting like he's all that. He is going out in the community, and that says a lot. You understand? And think about it. If you have 2 quarterbacks pretty much on the same level, one quarterback sells the freaking stadium out. Another quarterback, everybody wants to come see him play, but is not so excited to watch him play. Who do you start at quarterback? It's still a business at the end of the day.
He got the highest selling jersey when he got drafted.
Huh?
The highest selling jersey when he got drafted. I mean,
exactly. And he's a 5th round pick, brother. 5th round pick. Shout out to Shedeur, man. Hey, man. Much love to you, brother. You're under attack, brother. And people like myself and Dries and whoever else, we're going to be out here to help you fight this fight, brother. We down with you, man. We down with you. Hey, you just keep doing what you're doing. Stay focused. Keep your head. Stay tunnel vision, right? And learn as much as you can from the vets. You know what I mean? But Shedeur Sanders is under attack. Speeding tickets. Freaking speeding tickets.
Listen, if y'all ain't know, Cleveland's Brown rookie Shedeur Sanders has reportedly received 2 traffic tickets and failed to appear in court, according to police. Shedeur Sanders was pulled over on Tuesday in Strongsville, Ohio, with vehicle speed reaching over 101 miles per hour in a 60 miles per hour zone that the records show. Listen, that's going pretty fast, and they're saying it's not his first one. He got 2 that's going over the speed limit, man. So listen, you already know he got the word against you. You can't add that to the resume of the hate. That's all I gotta say, man. You can't add that to the resume of hate, man.
Now, it does look bad. Anything negative to to your brand is going to look bad, right? So let's get that out the way first and foremost. Anybody getting a ticket, anything happening will look bad to your brand. But a speeding ticket, y'all, we're over here watching the blogs, everybody hype up a speeding ticket. This is totally normal behavior for football players and athletes. We all speed. We all have drove our cars very fast. We all have the top of the line cars with the most horsepower. And you mean to tell me people out here trying to make a speeding ticket a big deal from Shedeur Sanders, especially Colin Cowherd? I always mess up his name. Sorry. Colin Cowherd. He's over there talking about this is pretty much the end for Shedeur Sanders from getting a speeding ticket. Like, this is crazy. Players all over the league get tickets all the time, left and right and left. And sometimes you don't even hear about it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to take up for Shedeur and act like driving 100 miles per hour is A-OK. That is not A-OK. It's very dangerous, and I would not advise that. But I was on the highway back in my days doing 120 miles an hour on I-75 in my Benz, but I just didn't get caught. There are so many of us. I just didn't get caught. But unfortunately, that just comes with the territory of being a YN that makes it to the NFL. You know what I mean? That's all we is YNs, man. We make it to the NFL.
You talk about driving on I-75. I drive on I-75 every day, and people go on 20.
You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. But
I drive on there every day, and people go 120. Man, you don't hear them being talked about like that, man. That's the target on your back, brother. That's a target on your back.
Yeah. Like I say, man, y'all have no idea how many players get in trouble and get out of trouble, once they get in trouble and you don't even hear about it, But again, Shedeur Sanders speeding is not a big deal. That is not a big deal. Yes, you freaking Deion Sanders haters will make this a big deal and try to make this as negative as possible as you can because you don't like Coach Prime Deion Sanders. It's like he did something horribly to y'all. I hope he did for the way y'all don't like him. I hope he screwed y'all wives. Yes, I hope he had y'all wives back in the days and y'all married him. Yeah, he need a reason for y'all to be mad at him. Coach Prime was a player back in his days. Yes, he always been a church God-fearing man, but he was a player too. And he probably had your side chicks, your wives, your girlfriends and all that. And that's why y'all can't help but to continue to hate on that man, that last name Sanders. And you couldn't hold him back when he was doing his thing and left all that good stuff. And now they want to take it out on the son. But man, this is a speeding ticket. A speeding ticket. Are y'all kidding me? A speeding ticket? Y'all want to hype this up. And I listened to Colin Cowherd today. He talk about, I am done with him. I cannot trust Shedeur Sanders. No, I wouldn't want him on my team. I mean, 1 time is enough. 2 times, no, that is done. Dude, it sounds so terrible. Did Colin Cowherd ever play football? I need to look him up because he sounds like he never played football. And he looks like a replica of Bayless, Skip Bayless. Colin Cowherd and Skip Bayless, like freaking doppelgangers or something like that, man. Matter of fact, y'all go get on the show together. Colin Cowherd and Skip Bayless join forces.
Oh,
the
man.
volume. Let's go, y'all, because y'all talk, y'all act, y'all think alike, and y'all sound foolish just alike. One day you're talking good about Shedeur, the next day you're talking bad. What is it? What is it? It's freaking killing me out here. These people are insane,
Crazy, man. I guarantee they don't go to speed limit either. everybody talking about it. They don't go to speed limit. Nobody go to speed limit.
I mean, it's so many people, man. I mean, I would bet that 80% of the NFL athletes hit over 100 miles per hour in their car at some point, probably more than 5 times.
And don't even notice it.
You don't even notice it.
You don't. Oh shit! Let me slow down. Like it sounds where you just going.
You got the players that be racing on the side and all those type of things, and that's not cool. But it happens. I'm just saying it happens. Obviously, a lot of players got into some fatal car crashes. RIP to all the victims. To those situations happen too. We do not condone in none of those type of events, breaking the law, speeding, or none of that. Shedeur, hey brother, we with you, brother. Yeah, you made a mistake. You learned from it. You are the quarterback of the team. Yes, they hold you to a higher standard than anyone else. That's just how it goes. I seen Tom Brady outside when he was young. Yes, Tom Brady was outside doing left, right, right, and left. Yes, he was a 5th round pick. Yes. So don't act like this. Don't get y'all freaking, hey, you know what I mean? Say what needs to be said. Thursday night vibes, man. Let me see what the chat saying about
what they talk about. What
the chat. Let me put this let me put the hate up one time. He keep coming, man. He says Shedeur can't lead men into a battle. He's a boy. Listen, man, what are you talking about? He cannot lead. What did you didn't see him at Jackson State? You didn't see him at Colorado? What the heck?
They said it every time. They said it every time. When he went to Jackson State, he can't lead them. When he went to Colorado, he can't lead them. And now, same thing in NFL, man. Yeah, you're not paying attention. Open your eyes, brother. Open your eyes.
Now we got John Doe, the hater in the bit. He say, Deion must have got on your ass, boy. He said, you're a different type of time a couple months ago. What happened? I'm always on the same time. Y'all just so thick-headed. Y'all don't understand my, how I get down in my character. First of all, I don't play about the kids, the youth. You know what I mean? The younger generation. When you coming for the younger generation, I'm going to step up. I always been there. I was getting on Coach Prime about him shipping out all the kids when he first got to Colorado. You understand what I'm saying? So my time don't never change. I mean what I say and say what I mean at all times, partner, homeboy. So, hey, there's always going to be the same way with me. I'm a Shedeur Sanders fan, not just because I'm a fan, but I know he's a dog and I know he's that type of player. He can get it done and he can go Brady mode. And I'm just waiting for it to happen. I want to wait for it to see. Yes, he has flaws and things he could get better at, just like any other quarterback or just like any other player or any other rookie coming into the NFL. He will get better because he has that mindset and he has challenges he has to overcome, being there that he always been with his dad and his dad had his back and he was the head coach of every team that he played for. So things was a little different. Now he has different challenges dealing with different men, different personalities and different characters. But guess what? He's handling it so well. And I love to see it. And y'all watch him overcome and defeat all this hate that is going on outside. That noise that Shedeur Sanders, you can come through. I want to put me on the field. Sign me up, Browns. I want to play for the Cleveland Browns. Let me come out there and hype the team up. They need some of my motivation, baby. Every day you going to hit my mouth. Let's go, Shedeur. We with you, baby. They can't stop you. They can't hold you back. They ain't nothing but some haters, baby. They going to make me preach tonight on Thursday Night Vibes, baby. Shedeur Sanders, legendary, baby. Let's go. From Jacksonville State to Colorado, baby. Brady Mole. Let's go get a Super Bowl. Shake the haters off. Serve on them. Like we do a lot of them.
Let's go.
Serve on them one time. Hey, that's what we doing tonight, man. We're going to have a good time, man. Good vibes, man. But, hey, yeah, that was a good little turn-up mode, man. You got anything else to say about these haters hating on Shedeur Sanders? Anything else you
y'all
got
gonna
to say?
See it. I'm excited to see because some people going to be upset. Like, oh, they're going to switch sides. Now, that's what it's going to be. They're going to switch sides. Like, I knew it the whole time. That's what's going to happen. I'm telling you right now.
They're going to
I knew it the whole I knew it the whole time.
And guess what? One thing about me, I mean so much what I say and mean. I say what I mean and mean what I say so much. I keep nothing but receipts about all these fools out here. Everything someone said, I got the receipts because they don't mean what they say. So when I come back to check them, they're going to be like, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, because you don't mean nothing you talking about, fool. You just up here for a clickbait and some views. And you using the man name because you boring and nobody don't want to hear you, you know what I mean, do your daily commentating unless you talking about Shedeur Sanders. You feel me? That's how that goes. But let's move on, man. Let's move on. Let's move on right here. South Carolina quarterback Shedeur Sanders turns down staggering $8 million transfer offer.
Oof.
Wow.
Oof.
What would the University of South Carolina have to do for you to stay there and not transfer if you was in college? Reese, talk to me. What would they have to do? Let me
Man.
He said he was offered all kinds of crazy numbers. This is his dad talking. Shedeur Sanders said, I told him he could say, I'm going to stay or I'm going to go. By my 2 cents, it was to get in. He said, by my 2 cents, it was to get into college on a scholarship, play ball, get our degree, and go about our business. This NIL deal came later. We didn't come here to make money. We came here to get an education, play ball, and with schools calling, we're going to jump ship because they're offering more than what we're getting. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. How do we feel about that? And that's the dad talking.
They must have already got it or something. Like, I'm trying to think what made them turn it down. They must already be like set for life or something. Cause like, listen, you a young boy coming from North Philly, $8 million on the table. We taking that. We taking that for sure.
Turning down $8 million to join another program is insane. It's like, imagine turning down $8 million and then turning around and not getting drafted. Like, you know what I mean? There's so many situations that could come by. And then the dad talking about, we came to college to earn an education and not make money. This NIL things is driving things crazy, right? That's what the dad said. What is the purpose of earning an education? To make money.
What job he going to get for $8 million?
Exactly. It's like one thing the fathers have, or one thing that fathers do have, is full control over their kids. And these fathers these days with these NIL deals and these big time players in college that so happen to be these people's sons, they are just screwing up these kids' careers, man. And we look back at Nico Malawiva. His dad created a horrible situation for him, gave him horrible advice by telling him to go after more money and not settle for what Tennessee has to offer on the table. And that ended up being one of the worst situations for a quarterback in recent history in college football, right? He hit the transfer portal. It wasn't much money available out there for him. Teams was scattering left and right trying to come up with the money because he's a great athlete, just to have to take a little bit less than what Tennessee was offering. And now you're at a different program who isn't as good as Tennessee. So it's like fathers advising these kids nowadays, it's like the fathers need advice first. That's what needs to happen. Because one thing that my financial advisor taught me when I was coming into the NFL a long time ago, all these people that's trying to give me this advice never had this type of money or never even dealt with this type of money, but they want to come give you this type of advice, and they have no experience with this, with these type of situations. But we're forced to listen to them because we don't know who to trust and we don't know who else to listen to. And it's unfortunate, but that's how it goes, I would have been going with the win. $8 million, that's life-changing money. I can retire my mom. I can retire my dad. And just like dad is saying, I could go get an education at another institution, and it'll be a better education than I was going to receive at the University of South Carolina. So, Dad, you don't even understand the verbiage and terminology that's coming out of his mouth. Like, you know,
Exactly.
it's like we can get educations anywhere around here. But you want me to turn down $8 million because you said we didn't come to school to chase money. We came to get an education. The education equals money. Don't get confused at the goal, you know.
Shit, $8 million could get you a better education, honestly.
know?
We're gonna pay you for something you probably can't learn for free.
Hey, you know, like, that's crazy. $8 million, you could go buy you 10 educations with $8 million, you know, like it's crazy. But the things that dads have control of, man, it's just wild to me out here. And these dads making horrible decisions. Left and right, right and left. It's a lot of money in college, man. A lot of money in college.
For sure, man. I think John Doe out here trolling. I'm reading his comments. John Doe out here trolling, man.
Oh yeah,
ain't no way.
Let me find John Doe. Hey, see,
John Doe out here trolling, man.
Live and them other people, other shows and podcasts that get on live, and y'all say a comment, you know, that offends someone or is negative. They block you. I put you on the screen, and we gonna go at it. I'm going to attack your butt, boy, because you better know what you're talking about, because I know exactly what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, Shedeur Sanders will rise. You know, he will rise, because I already watched Dillon Gabriel. I've seen Joe Flacco for years. Kenny Pickett was in Philly, right? Dillon Gabriel couldn't handle. Now, it's nothing to take, not taking nothing away from Dillon Gabriel, but Dillon Gabriel couldn't be successful until he got to Oregon. In Oregon, I don't know who the offensive coordinator is over there, but they run a very good system, very good, precise, efficient system. Get the ball out quick and short intermediate passes. And Dillon Gabriel ran that offense very well, but he couldn't be as successful anywhere else. Whereas Shedeur, he can be successful pretty much anywhere he goes. So that's why I think Shedeur Sanders will totally win that quarterback battle over there if he's given the fair chance, like we all hope, and, you know, things like that. But he is the most athletic, has the most aura, has the most swag, the best touch on the ball, and he sells the most tickets. It's like, I don't know what else to tell y'all. I don't know what else to say. Shedeur Sanders for the win, you know? So we had to jump on here tonight. Thursday Night Vibes. I hope I turned up for y'all, gave y'all the energy that y'all be looking for and that we all need, because I can't just sit up here on the podcast and talk like this and say Shedeur Sanders is going to be. No, this is how I was at practice, baby. Like Coach Pryor say, man, I'm talking now, man. I should have been talking back then. Y'all would have known that I always been like this, and y'all would have got unsensitive a long time ago. I have to desensitize y'all because there's a lot of sensitive people out there, the way I talk and how I get down, and they don't understand me. So, you know, we working, baby. Thursday Night Vibes, man. Thursday Night Vibes. Shedeur Sanders. He's speaking just like the rest of us fools when we get to the NFL. And, you know, hopefully we stay prayed up and stay safe. Don't cause no trouble. Don't get in no major accidents. Just stay safe. The whole goal is to make it home safely at night, along with everybody else around there in the streets. Everybody make it home. And that's what it is. You know what I mean? So Thursday Night Vibes, I don't want to go. I want to talk more, but man, we got to go. Oh, I'm so sorry. We gotta go, y'all. We gotta go. Hey, another reason. I'm gonna tell y'all why I was so crunk tonight, so loud. I would take the camera and take y'all around the house. I'm in this big motherfucker by myself. I'm in this motherfucker by myself. No kids, no wife.
I'm on my way.
Pull up, man. Pull up. Hey, I drank Casamigo Reposado, you know, straight. Don't bring no sugars. No additives. I need it straight. Because, hey, if y'all didn't know, straight liquor helps kill the parasites in your body, you know, when you're eating all that meat and all that stuff. So when you get your shot, kill them parasites. I hear the comments going on. Let me just put one up here for John. Dion dropped the bag off, I see. Like I said, you was talking different a
man.
month ago. How much did you pay? You still talking about the same thing. You ain't said nothing different. He ain't dropped the bag off. And no, he ain't dropped the bag off. You always been talking like this, John Doe. I'm gonna develop a hotline for y'all so y'all can call in and we can go at it. Cause I like to do this. Just don't get sensitive on me. Like we can talk shit, but I can't stand a sensitive guy, a sensitive dude. That's one of my pet peeves in life. A man and you sensitive. Oh, that turned me off so bad. A soft, sensitive man. Thursday night vibe. Say what needs to be said. Mr. Pick Six, 2-3 Drees.